Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Emmy. So this is going to be a pretty, I guess, relaxing video because I'm going to show you what I usually have in my pencil case. I think girls would be more attracted and interested in this sort of things, but who said that boys cannot have pretty pencil cases too? So to me, an organized pencil case is a very important tool towards making clean and pretty notes. And everyone's pencil case is different from each other, but I'm just going to show you what I usually bring in mine. So let's start with the basics. Black blue pens for writing your notes. Now you might wonder why I have so many of them. For two reasons. So during class, as I write my notes, I usually like to write these sort of pens because, you know, they are very pretty and it's just they just allow for easier writing. But as you might know, during IB exams, since the papers will have to be scanned, you will have to use these big pens. So I usually have a few of them with me, even though I'm not actually sitting an IB exam, but I think it's just a good habit to have one. And the second reason why I've got so many pens is just because I always worry that some of them do not work. So it's always good to have it back up. It will be so embarrassing during a test to say to the invigilator, sorry, my pen ran out of ink. So yeah. So the second thing is obviously colored pens. So there is scientific research showing that colors can enhance our learning. So if you have been following me for a period of time, you know that I love adding colors to my notes. So colored pens are really a key thing in my pencil case, and that's why I have actually a second pencil case to just put my color pens. I mean, you don't have to have so many like I do, but I think having a couple of colors in your pencil case is a really good idea. And especially if you are someone who like pretty notes, then this is really the key. And then the third thing is highlighters. Sorry, I might have to search for a while. So here's one. Here's another one. And oops, here's another one. So colors cannot replace highlighters. They're so useful, especially when you read books or textbooks. You know, they allow you to highlight the most important things or key points that would then permit you to easily find them. Now, the Stabilo Boss highlighters are the classic, and you might know this, but this Mild Liner highlighters are really, really good. I just love, and I have packs of them in my home. So you know, so there are two sides to these types of highlighters. So here is the bold one, so it's very useful when you're highlighting text, and here is the sharper one. I usually use this side when the text is really small. Okay, another thing I wanted to show you guys is my scissors. Here it is. So now you might ask, why should we bring scissors? Well, I don't really know, but I bring the scissors with me all the times because, you know, they can always be occasions, unexpected occasions in which they might be useful. Now, these sort of scissors is just so convenient. Now, many people don't bring scissors because they feel like the normal type of scissors is very big and can occupy a great deal of space. But these sorts of scissors do not have that problem. Very convenient to use, and you can just close it, and that's it. And the next thing is erasers. Let me search for that. Okay, here is one. And then, sorry, here is another one. So I usually bring 2 erasers with me. This is the normal one that I use to erase, pencils. Usually the notes that I've written with pencil. This one, those who study art might know, this is a professional eraser for art purposes. So when I draw a drawing using pencil, this is the eraser that I use to erase. And honestly, this one does not erase so good for artistic purposes, because in art we don't really want to completely erase a piece of drawing. We just want to make it less visible. So if you attempt to use this sort of erasers to erase normal notes taken with pencil, then that is not a very good idea. You should try to use these sorts of normal erasers. Let me see. The next thing is just a ruler. So if you take mathematics classes, it's just so important to have a ruler always with you. And also in economics, where we have to draw a lot of diagrams. So here it is. So the last thing I want to show you guys are the USB pens. So 1, 2, and 3. So I have got a lot of them with me. I think this is just a habit, as a writer and a YouTuber, you always want to make sure that your things are saved in other places. So that's the reason why I've got so many USB pens with me. But I think it's always a good idea to bring them with you in case you need them. Now, this is not actually a pencil case, but I usually bring it with me along with the pencil cases, so I'm just including this in my video as well. So here I have some notepads. I usually bring a variety of them for different purposes. This is my favorite. So if you have watched my note-taking video, then you know that sometimes being an IB student or just like a normal student, the teachers can go very quickly during the lesson, which might not allow you enough time to make pretty notes. So in those cases, I would just write down the key points that teacher has said on these note packs, and then later on when I return home, I would then transfer these key points to the official notebook that I have for a subject. So they're really the key, and I have them here. This is actually a pretty nice bag for putting notepads, right?